Namaste. Welcome to Daily Yoga Flow for flexible hips. Starting our practice with 90-90-degree exercise. On your mat, walk your palms back. Open up to your inner thighs about shoulder distance apart. Knees up to the sky, feet down. Breathe in, chest lifting. Exhale, lower your legs to the right side. Look over to your left shoulder. Inhale back to the center. Exhale to the other side. Continue to move side to side, adding gentle twist. Working on your internal rotation with external rotation around your hips. By looking over to the opposite shoulder, adding gentle twist in your spine. Very nice. Let's come back to the center. Keep your inner thighs touch with your knees bent. Ankles touch. Wrap your hands around your shins for cats and cows. Inhale to slide cow. Exhale, inner thighs touch round your spine, cat. Inhale from the tailbone, push your chest and chin up. Exhalation, rounding back as you squeeze your inner thighs touch. One last round. Breathe in. And breathe out. Very nice. And let's come back to neutral spine. Open up your left leg to the side and drop the right inner thigh down. As you bend your left knee, swing your left hand inside of your leg and right hand on top of your right knee. Breathe in first. As you exhale, using your hands to pressing your right inner thigh and push your left inner thigh out as we gently twist toward to the left side. Breathe in and exhale. Very good. Two more like this. One last round. Almost done. Very good. Let's adding gentle twist. Swing your left leg in front of your right shin for a twist. If you have more space, swing your left leg to the outer side of your right leg. Make sure both sit bones rooting down to the mat for a twist. Swing your left hand behind as you hold onto your front leg with your front arm. Breathe in. Exhale to twist. Look over to your left shoulder. Great job. Slowly untwist. Keep your inner thighs touch again. Ankles touch together. Big toes in line. As you hold on back to your shins, just like how we did earlier in the beginning, we go through cats and cows. Squeeze your inner thighs as you go through cow stretch. And lean back, shoulders drop, cat stretch. Well done. Come back to neutral, moving on to the right side. Open up your right inner thigh to the outer side and drop the left inner thigh down. As you grabbing your legs, inhale, exhale, pressing your left knee down, push your right inner thigh out as you twist to the right side. Exhale, release, gentle twist. One last round. Push and press down and twist. Well done. For the seated twist, swing your right foot in front of your left shin. You can twist from here. Both sit bones grounding. If you have more space, crossing your right leg over to your left thigh. Both sit bones grounding. That's really important to keep your hips balanced for twist. Release your shoulders. Sit bones grounding. Well done. Let's come back to neutral. Reset your hips by moving your hips side to side, legs straight forward. Make your way to table, hands and knees pose. Shoulders over your wrists, hips in line with your knees to begin. Lower the right forearm down so you can creating space to your left hip, left leg straight all the way back. As you creating more space into your hip socket, bend your knee deeply, opening up to your inner thigh to the side. Pull your knee really close toward your left arm and down touch the ground. Circling motions into your left hip socket, nice and slow. Release it out with long exhalations. Very good. Change the direction. Belly drawn in. Well done. Extending your left leg straight back. Swing it over to the left side. Plant the left foot down. Come up to your both palms again. Watch your left arches in line with your right knee. Adding inhale to cow stretch. Exhale to cat. This variation of cats and cows targeting into your inner thighs, left inner thighs, hips related to your lower back, upper back, all the way to your neck. Well done. Lifting up to your left leg up and bring it all the way forward toward the edge of your mat. Getting deep into lizard pose variation. Sink a little bit toward the right side. Open up your left inner thigh from your ankle, knee, all the way to your hip. Place your left hand on top of your leg to gently push your inner thigh a little bit more. As you sink deeply into your right hip, look over to your left shoulder. Big release into your hips. Beautiful. Working on a pigeon pose from here. Heel toe, walk your left foot toward to the right side as you sink your hips in line toward to the ground. As you lifting up to your chest, breathe in. Keep your hips square and curling your fingers forward. Lower your belly, chest. We're adding some variations in pigeon pose, walking both forearms toward to the left side. Hope you're feeling a little deeper connection through your right side and encourage your right hip to down, please. Stay, relax your shoulders, relax your hips and glutes with your beautiful long exhalations. Very nice. No rush. Slowly make your way to downward facing dog. Beautiful. We're adding yogi squat before we move on to the other side. Open up to your feet about mat distance. Inner thighs open. As you walk your hands back to your legs, sink your hips low. Move your hips side to side as you lower your upper body down in between your legs. Remain your hands down to the ground if that feels better in your hips. If you can take it further, pray your hands at your heart. If you can take it even further, lean toward to the right side, lower the right hand down, using your left hand to push your left inner thigh out. Switch to the other side. Very nice. As we come back to the center, lower the hands down, hips up to fold forward. Pressing your feet, let's root to rise, arms up over your head, gazing slightly up. Gentle back bend. Exhale, swan dive, lower down to the ground. Beautiful. Gazing forward, walk forward back to table, hands and knees pose. Let's move on to the other side. Lower the left forearm down, extending right leg straight back. Imagine you're reaching your right leg back, so your hip creating more space. Bend your knee deeply, open up to the side, and big circle. In order to protecting your lower back, belly drawn deeply in as you circle your hip, please. Very good. And let's reverse the circle. Well done. Extending right leg straight back. Swing it over to the right side. Let's plant the foot down. Come up to your both palms for cats and cows. Inhale, starting with cow stretch. Exhale, rounding through back. Cat stretch. Make sure your right foot firmly grounded down to the mat. One last round, cats and cows. Well done. Let's come back to neutral. Swing your right leg forward toward to the edge of your mat. As you bend your right knee deeply, sink down to your hips. Let's adding gentle twist with deeper hip opening. Left hip down a little bit further as you open up to your right inner thigh. Hold onto your leg with your right hand as you push to the outer side. Look over to your right shoulder. Beautiful. Slowly bring your hips back to the center for pigeon pose. Heel toe, walk your right foot toward to the left side. As you sink your hips low, keep your right hip, left hip square, please. So don't sink down to the right side too much. Keep your hips in line for deep stretch to your piriformis and targeting into your glutes. Lower your forearms down. And we're walking upper body slightly toward to the right side. The more you extending your left arm toward to the side, you can feel the connection down to your left hip. Release your head and neck heavy. Breathe into your body. Beautiful. Slowly walk your hands back to the middle. Tuck your back toes, lifting up to your back knee. Make your way back to downward facing dog. Walk it out this time. Move your hips gently side to side. Big full breath in, stay still. Big sigh, release. Well done. Make your way to seated on your knees. Vajrasana. Take a moment with your inner thighs touch, sinking to your hips. We're getting a little bit deeper into our hip opening with a yoga pose called frog pose, Mandukasana. Walk your hands forward back to table to begin. Open up to your inner thighs as wide as you could, flexing your ankles, flexing your feet, so ankles release, big toes in line with your heels, and gently moving your upper body forward, inhale, and exhale, send your hips back. Your inner thighs and hips release with your long exhalations. Belly drawn in, and as you inhale forward, exhale, send your hips back. Either your knees in line with your hips or hips a little bit further than your knees. Come down to your forearms. We're adding a little bit of variations in your frog pose. Breathe in first. Exhale, walking both arms with your torso slightly toward to the right side. And I need your left arm to extending toward to the right side. Very good. Walk back to the center to the other side. As you lower your head and neck down, extending your right arm toward to the left side. Beautiful. Release, and let's walk back to the center. We're almost done. Have a moment in your frog pose, deeper into your inner thighs and hips. Almost done. Big release. And slowly push your hips up, inner thighs back to touch, and sinking back into Vajrasana. Well done. Let's grounding ourselves onto the sit bones and legs straight forward. Ankles together touch, feet flex deeply, arms up over your head. Inhale. Exhale, seated, fold forward. Paschimottanasana. Either you can release your arms down by your side, or if you could, catch further to your ankles, or catch further to the edges of your feet. Well done. Slowly come up, pull your knees up, feet press. Walk your hands back just like how we started our practice. 90-90-degree exercise, rocking your legs side to side. Beautiful. Let's finish our practice sitting up tall, either on your knees or cross-legged. Arms up over your head, big full breath in. Prayer hands down to your heart. Thank you so much for joining today's yoga for flexible hips. Hope this practice serves you to feel good in your hips, body, mind, and your energy. Namaste.